All right, with the servers being down for another 40 minutes or so, WoW, let's jump back into some Valheim hardcore here. If you haven't seen my previous videos on my hardcore Valheim setup here, just real quick, I am rolling a very hardcore max raid rate. I left resources at normal. I consider dropping them down to the lowest possible, but not that worried about it. The one big thing that I didn't do as a challenge, just because it's part of my enjoyment, is I left the map on. Not because, I typically need it, but I like to mark everything that I find and then see my map later on down the road, like, whoa, look at all that. But in any case, there it is. So last I was in here, I found that, strangely enough, this keyboard doesn't work for shift running. So I had to change my run to caps. Which seems like a very odd issue. The fact that it works fine anywhere else, in the Windows environment, other games, but Valheim only. And actually, the auto run Q, if I swap that around and just use it as my run key, it does not work as well. I cannot run and jump. So, but I did test caps. I can use a caps lock to run and jump. As you might imagine, that's a little bit of a challenge to wrap around your brain a little bit. But so what I figured, let's follow up here real quick with my quick staircase here, in and out. I'm tired of jumping up. That works out well. I haven't tested it out for the bad guys yet, technically. But yeah, hopefully they're not able to walk across it. Now I'm just now thinking that maybe they could stray across those beams. I really need and I'll test it once I get a raid, which the reality is should be pretty often with the max raid set. So yeah, they might be able to just come off this edge even with the doors open. So let's see. As far as making this snazzy, typically I probably would do a couple RP type things. I'm really thinking that they can run across. So what I'm going to do is just nuke them. Why not? I won't have to test it that way. Don't need them, right? These doors, doors don't rely on an object to be snapped to. Now, what I did do was I built in a frame. That was mainly just for protection, really. Now they might try to run across. I really think they won't. If I can protect the doors at least from random rock throws. I'd save on having to do any kind of repairs here and there, but looks a little better too. Just make sure that once I get these in here, that I can actually still get across. Yeah, not bumping into anything. So, next raid event, I will, purposely do that. Steer them over here. Now, as you can see, previous vid, stream, whatnot. Quick run around. I had basically set up a tunneling or channeling effect here with the guys coming through this area, but I ended up blocking it off because don't ask me why. I didn't really plan it out well enough to consider farming at the same time, which is silly. But so I mean, the minimal safe distance was there for the building from trolls, but they would smack the heck out of my stuff there. So yesterday we confirmed we are maxed out on our troll. I did the final upgrade on my cape. I'm set up an area that has quite a bit of swamp here and there. This swamp here actually stretches. It's more across the water, I believe. Pretty big deal. And there's a mountain here. I haven't really gotten too close to it to see if there's anything, useful on it. Cave and whatnot, but given I'm hardcore, I just got standard, no star wolves set up in my breeder. One of those very quick means to get a better quality food. Alright, so what I'd like to do, really... Oh, okay, well here's my opportunity. Come here, buddy. Can you get up this area? Other than the fact that they are beating it up, which was a consideration I had. Why are they hitting the building portion? Maybe that's only because it was kind of holding them back from getting to the... No, answer my own. That guy is attacking it, even though he got the workbench already. Okay, well, let's go over here. So let's say I wasn't standing in front of it. Those shotties. Not typically. I mean, I'm at that point now. I don't even bother usually to kill these guys. I'm glad they showed up so I could test out that stair pattern there. Now with the raid event updated, it's quite a few guys that comes, and the reality is with hardcore, I wouldn't want to be down there. I could probably take majority, but they're at maximum health essentially and maximum damage. So lead the target. He's going. Oh. What do you think? Should we go? Yep. It's really throwing me off not I'd like to run around them, get them all grouped up, but having that on my cap, just having to use cap locks instead of shift. I gotta swap out this keyboard, obviously. If in fact it is literally just for Valheim, it sucks that I have to swap my keyboard out, but I haven't spent a lot of time looking into it. But yeah, I should. I'm surprised there's not a lot of damage done there. So I was starting to work on Swamp. I haven't actually gotten the key yet, which I know you can, or at least you could, essentially bypass it with like a chair and whatnot. I'm not sure if that works anymore. And killing the boss is not something that's, you know, I'm not gonna do. Ultimately, I wanted to make sure that I was, you know, set up as, you know, as reasonably as possible before jump starting the high-end raids. Next one being the troll raids, right? So I mean, they would take that down quickly. I haven't had any trolls close enough to the area to really test out any of this configuration. But, I mean, case in point, this over here. They would smash this whole building. You know, that's... If I was standing here, more than, if I stand over there, far less likely, but I believe they would probably still want it just because there's a workbench up there. And this was a last minute type thing. I decided I don't want to funnel guys in here anymore. So gonna go. Just gonna dump real quick. Is there any? I didn't mark that chamber here as completed, which either means it's got a spawner in it, I wasn't filling up to the task. Or I just haven't done it yet. Hey, buddy. Oops. How did I block those things? Alright, I'm just gonna top off a bit of a waste there, but... Oh! I almost did it! What is one of those things you really need before rolling in there? Of course I'm not. I am not next to... where that stuff really drops. To make the torch. There's resin. I'm not even rested. Oh, this is just sad. I've said this before. Now I'm rusty at this game. Luckily, I put quite a few hours into this game that it won't take long for me to get back on track, but with Blizz and their updates, right? So. Come on. There we go. Let's confirm whether I've completed this one or not. When I say completed, I do mean basically went and got, you know, the primary resources that I may actually want out here. Mushrooms come back, so that's no clue as to whether I've been in here. I'm thinking that I at least went in this portion. As why I didn't mark it completed, I imagine I did half of it, or you know, maybe there's a spawner on one side that I was deciding whether I wanted to keep. I normally would mark it spot with a spawner on it or something like that. This right here will tell us for sure. Empty. Okay. Maybe a very short for not. Yeah, okay. So we definitely went into this portion at least. Because we're getting some mushrooms. Cider. I got a lot of mushrooms in this one, which is great, considering it's right next to my base. Oh yeah. That's one of the big spots for getting goods. Cleared it. Okay. Well, unless there's just one spot, it looks like I may have just not marked it. I'd like to find out before I just mark it off complete. I left a spawner in here and just forgot to mark that. I would like to know. No, I just didn't mark it. Alright. That was a short but sweet mushroom run, I guess. Yeah, we are dark. I can't run with shift, Bob. 27 mushrooms? Sweet. Someday I really will organize. For now, I'm just gonna dump. Alright, let's mark that before I forget. So we can go over to that one there. Strange not seeing really any, oh, okay, I was doing it cleared. Try to keep the same pattern here. I didn't put a dash in that one, but whatever. Force moving. See, they can't get to me. I can chill in here. Take a look around. Elder down there. It's so unnatural to try and run with the caps. Some of these sheep arrows done. Good enough. Well, I need to check on my wolf there and see what ended up happening. Worried. Oh, it's only one extra. The other baby's going downstairs though, that's the question. If it's only one, I'm fine with that. Okay, that's not bad. We're stacking up though. Sorry guys, it is past time. Trying to hit these. Alright, we got some goods. Ooh, I'm stacking up. Ruh-roh. Ah, open that door. Okay, I guess for now. in need of some additional storage here. Or storage cleanup, rather. In fact, that wood's probably down here because I was planning on doing that. Alright, we have to do this. I don't want them getting too clogged up. Oh, just got a baby. Dang it. Those staircases suck so bad. Dispose of these, I guess. Alright, sweet. Should be over there trying to get some ghosts. Yes, I am freezing. Not really. Oh. I saw it for a second. Got it, one hit there. Okay. Smoked. I see you. Alright, I've been meaning to go and collect that stuff. Those, are they wraiths? Right? Wraith. Sometimes they're hard to see, at least for me. There's not often more than one right next to each other. I was hoping. Nope. Oh, that's one of the big ones. Yeah, the oozer. Doomed now that he's out of the swamp. It's gonna be daylight soon. I was really hoping I'd see one more right off the, right off the outside here. It's okay. Alright, well, that's alright. Oh, I heard that. Ah, I'm fast enough there, Bob. Go ahead. Nah. Hello, dear. Do you remember what it was that I unlocked? Yeah, no. I will have to look, because right now my brain, it's using 100% of my brain trying to use this run key on caps lock. Alright, what do we unlock? Probably over here. Forge. Or not. Is it only a buildable? Maybe it was. Ah. Bellows. Four chains. That'll take a hot minute, considering that was my first one. Probably something in here, right? There we go. Hanging brazier. Easier. These are nice looking. I thought there was 3 items. It's probably something I'm... Forgot about that ad. Something I'm missing. You're wrong. I thought I had 3 items to unlock on that pop-up. Okay, there we go. Just the 2. I suppose I probably don't need this. Toilet. Let's see if I take that back. Yeah. Pop over real quick. See what our status is on Blizz.